And he's been with the Golden State Warriors since they drafted him back in 2009. So was he picked second, third, fifth, or seventh? He has to be the best seventh pick of all time, for sure.
Our next guest needs no introduction. You can catch him splashing threes all over the NBA 2K League and also shredding up the competition on the My Team digital courts. Splash, welcome back to 2K TV, my man.
Thanks for having me. I always love being on 2K TV. And of course, I'll let you guys know in the last finals, I will be back, and here we are.
I know a lot of people look at you as the favorite in this matchup. What did losing last year, what did that experience help with this year heading into the finals in terms of your mental state and your mental preparation?
Last year, I played the game as much as I could, probably was staying up 20 hours to try to get every single angle of my game perfected. But the thing I failed to understand was when you go out there, I can be the perfect player. You're not going to play.
Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Brooks is out there with MP. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Bane in at the two-guard spot. And for Los Angeles, George in the front court, along with Leonard. Luke Kennard out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rubio, the pass to Zubac. Pass to George. Kennard on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Over Brooks. It's rebounded by Memphis. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Right there, Morant showing his ability to work off the ball. I mean, he found some space and knocked down the shot.
Nurkic with the block. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break from deep. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by MP.
A huge part of Brooks' attack is that he understands how crucial it is that he continues to hit this shot.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Rubio kicks to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They give up 3 points on one end, then ask Kennard to get them back. The jumper is pure.
And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Here's George following the score by Memphis. Counted.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Bane passes to MP. Basket counts.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, George. And the pass to Kennard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard kicks to George. Passes it to Rubio. Just 5 on the clock. Down low, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And blessed with that high basketball IQ, Leonard able to execute the pick and roll there to perfection.
Rubio against Morant. Now, here's MP. D right on him. Pass to Morant. MP deciding where to go with it. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on George.
And Brooks isn't just a fighter. Someone that isn't going to give in to the defense.
Now, Dylan Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, and the second-round pick that year, I mean, he was taken 45th. Despite that, he's carving out a solid career as a two-way win.
Jaren Jackson's checked in for Nurkic. And that one falls for Brooks.
Well, it's easy to see all the hard work Dylan Brooks has put in. And he just continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's man. Brooks covering. Up top, Rubio. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's MP. He kicks it to Morant. Over Gordon. Offline with the baseline jumper. Clippers trail by 4. Rubio outside. Gordon against MP. And he comes up with the deuce.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Pass to Bain. Gordon against MP. Dishes it to Morant. MP right side. Shoots from 12. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Stolen by Jackson. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's MP. And again, Memphis no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Rubio looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High post try. Doesn't go for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Memphis out in front. They're up by 2. And we got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. The hunger to improve defines all competitors. And Ricky Rubio expressing that sentiment.
We want more. We don't accept good, we want great or greatest. We're just trying to be better every day. It's never too high, never too low, but we know what we can be and we want to get better.
Frankie feels this team has
Checking into the
deciding to change it up. Kennard against Morant. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And here's George for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him, mostly miss.
George in the front court along with Leonard. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns was tremendous. He dropped in 34 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he could be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
.119 left in the first half. Ibaka against Leonard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Clippers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers. Morant outside. MP passes to Morant. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Pass closer in. Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the team.
It's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. MP with it. Leonard picks him up. MP. It's good. MP's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
George against Brooks. Now, here is George. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Ja. The Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. You've got Yusuf Nurkic. MP is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant. And it's Bane in at the 2 spot. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Brooks against George. The pass to Kennard. Right side, Leonard. Outside, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 13.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
MP against George. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And the rejection by MP.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. MP's got 4 this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Clippers trail by 6, and the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, he's got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Tillman.
Substitution on the court.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Rubio outside. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. And the rejection by MP. Brooks, that's a two-pointer. Gets the rebound. Here's MP. Lays it up off the glass. MP's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Plumlee in the post. Guarded by Morant. 6 to shoot. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies lead by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. George in the front court along with Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's man in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
The first free throw is good.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in, and the Grizzlies leading by 10. Here's MP. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's
Man passes to Leonard. Over MP. Leonard, no luck. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Bain passes to MP. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Outside Leonard. From outside, off the mark.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. MP kicks to Morant. MP against Leonard. Nurkic trying to get open. Offensive rebound. Here's MP. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And that's 20 points for MP.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And the Clippers miss again. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. MP left side. And the dunk by MP.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shot to stop the run, and it's Leonard missing.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's MP. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, George. Second chance shot, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Ricky Rubio comes in for Man. The Grizzlies also making a change. Clark's checked in. Chalk up 2 there. 24 points for MP.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Rubio, the pass to Leonard. Good on the triple.
And the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating that shot before he even gets the ball.
2 minutes from
This is at the Bain.
2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's MP. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Clippers trail by 15. Outside, George. Rubio outside. Brooks against George. And they recover it. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Just 2 to shoot. Over MP. Leonard, no luck. Memphis leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for MP.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubats. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for George. And it's Johnson in for Kennard. Batum with the three. That shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Rubio. Shoots over Adams. Rubio misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
MP dishes to Adams. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Grizzlies lead by 21. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Covered by MP. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Out to the right wing. Brooks, the pass to MP. Tries it from 9. Out to Brooks. Here's MP. No good there. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.